Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I just woke up. I'm tired and I sound a little funny because I'm sick. But I had a nightmare. I had a bad dream. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so, like... Oh yeah, I'm yawning. Oh. I didn't want to see you guys, let you guys see me yawn. So basically... I just thought, let me come and do like a story time of a nightmare. And while it's still fresh in my brain, so I'm not just trying to remember things. So here's my nightmare, how it goes. Okay, so basically I was out, like, I guess shopping or looking at shops and stuff. And I was scrolling on my Facebook. I went into this one store. I really wasn't paying much attention. I was just kind of browsing. And I was on, like, Facebook, but looking at, like, where you can see like, the worldwide videos and stuff. I guess it's more of a, to try to see new things, I guess. I don't know what it's called, but, and there was, like, some type of video. I don't know what video, and I don't know what I commented. But I commented on it, and then the weirdest thing is that in the shop, the person who, like, I guess posted it, and it was, like, I guess something, maybe something bad, I guess. I don't know for sure. Maybe something bad. Oh, yeah. The person was, like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm so tired. The person who posted it was, like, in the store. He was, like, I guess, like, the owner, or they just kind of hung out there. And you can tell, like, in my dream, I was, like, thinking, oh, they look like thugs, or they look like bad people. You know those people? And they just kind of, like, give you bad vibes. Just, like, have these big jackets, or they're sagging their pants. I don't mean to be judgmental. You just shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But you can tell if something gives you bad vibes. So I was like, I'm not feeling too right about this. So I try to leave. So I get into, like, I guess it's almost like a alleyway, but they have stores and stuff. And they started talking to me and saying stuff. And I was like, no, thank you, whatever, bye. Trying to leave. And they started, like, grabbing me, and they wouldn't let me go, and they were pushing me to... There were, like, 3 of them, and they kept pushing me and stuff back and forth. And then, I think I ran, I got away, I got into my car, and I started driving. And I was driving, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm good now. But, after, about 5 minutes, I noticed that, it looked like I was being followed. And I was, like, panicking and trying to... Sorry.
Hi.
It's like, hi. I was panicking and trying to, get away, obviously. And I ended up getting into an accident. It wasn't very bad at all. I wasn't speeding or, going really fast. I was turning, like, to turn left, but the light was red. But this over here was green. So I was like, nobody's coming. So I kind of went like this when I hit a car. I hit their, like, front bumper and their front side. And everybody was fine. It wasn't, like, a bad, accident. Like, obviously this was a dream, so this didn't really happen, but... So, we call the police, and the whole time, I'm looking around, because I'm panicking still, and I still see the 2 cars. One was orange and one was blue. I know it sounds weird, but one was orange and one was blue. And then they kept going back and forth. And I told the police, obviously, what was going on. I went in the shop, they started pushing me and stuff, and, so we went back to the shop, because now it's not, they took care of the accident part, but now it's like, okay, you're being followed, let's try to deal with that, and the girl that I hit, like, she was obviously, okay, I understand, that's really, messed up. So, give me 1 second. She was obviously understanding, so we would go to the shop that this stuff happened at, or outside of, and they started asking me questions. They started looking at the shop to see if they could find, like, clues to see who maybe it was. And then, for some reason, they brought out, like, a blue light. You know, if you're trying to find blood, it's like a blue incandescent light. I don't know how to say it, but something like that. And they started looking, and there was, like, blood everywhere. Like, it was clean, like someone used trying to clean it up, but it's, like, really just blood on the walls, on the floor, and on stuff. Are you okay? Hello, little baby. You got your minions? You got your minions? And the officer's like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but I think who is following you is suspects in our murder case. And I was like, oh my god, no way. So that was, like, really scary and freaky. And so he asked me for, like, my ID and stuff. So I go to my wallet to get my stuff, and my ID's gone, my cards are gone, everything in my wallet is gone except for my wallet. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, they have my address now. So I tell the police officers, and I was like, okay, let me call my husband because he has no idea what's going on. He's working, and I haven't really had time to chance to sit here and call him and, you know, say something. So it was weird because when I tried calling, I was looking at my phone, and I was pressing the phone button. I was going to go to hubby, and I kept getting, like, somebody was calling me. And it was a blocked number, so blocked numbers. And I was like, okay, this is weird. So I showed the police officer. And he's like, okay, just ignore it. So I tried calling my husband. And I started saying, do not go home. Just do not go home. He was asking, like, what's going on? I was like, somebody was following me and this and stuff. And I got in an accident. I'm fine, though. And basically just kind of telling him the gist of what's going on. And the main thing I was like, do not go home. I tried, and then all I hear is, like, laughing. And it kind of sounded weird, because I was like, okay, this doesn't really sound like my husband's laugh or anything. And then I said, they said, your husband's next, so we're going to get your husband. I have to cough. Okay, so they said, we're going to get your husband, basically. And I tell the police officer what's going on. And I'm freaking out, and when somebody says, you guys go home or something, and I was like, no, I'm going to move now, because, you know, people have my address that are bad people. Hi, buddy. Who's cute? You're cute. You're cute. Hi. So the police officer, basically, a few police officers took me back to our place. The whole time Kaya's with, like, our, his grandma. My brain is, I can't think right now. It's too early. But he's with his grandma. So, I know he's safe. But I come to the apartment. The door's open. And we walk in, and I see blood everywhere. On the kitchen floor and on the carpet. But there's, like, no body or anything like that. And I'm freaking out, and I'm thinking that it's, my husband's. It's, So, I wake up after that. Like, that's the end of the dream. So, I wake up, and I call my husband. I said, hey, I'm just checking in, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And I tell him my dream, and he's just like, what? So, yeah, I'm just freaking out. I mean, you know how dreams can just kind of sometimes shake you, and even dreams can make you realize, okay, I'm really thankful, that my husband's alive, or I'm safe, or stuff like that, But, just to say, I do not think they actually got to my husband. Like, this is my theory. You know how you have a dream, and sometimes you don't finish it? I guess you wake up, so you kind of finish it in your mind, or you finish it by yourself. You kind of make up your own ending. So my ending is, I don't think it was his blood. I think it was just pain or blood that they had, the bad guys had, and they wanted to scare me because they didn't know where my husband worked. My husband obviously works. He goes to different houses and stuff like that for his job. So it's like they couldn't have possibly known where he was at. And they didn't have his number, which actually they may have, because if they hacked into my phone, they may have had my number. But anyways, he probably wouldn't have answered because he was working. Or sometimes he turns his phones off. So his phone may have been off, which I think it wouldn't have been able to be traced. So I'm not sure about as far as that goes. So yeah, I don't think that it was. I think it was just kind of a trying to scare us thing. Now, obviously, like, if this ever, like, something like did that happen and somebody found out, like, where we live and stuff like that, we would move ASAP. Like, that day. I would get movers. We would get them to move. I wouldn't even come back in here. I'd tell them, you know, what's kind of going on. I just needed to put things in boxes, try not to break things and stuff like that, and we're out. So, but yeah, this is like my little story time of when I had a nightmare, which just happened, and it woke me up, so I'm going to go back to sleep probably. If little man will let me. Look how cute you are. I don't know if you can see him. Look at this little baby. Look at this little baby. Look at this little baby. I hope you never have any nightmares, but you probably will. Hey, my little baby. You got your minions? You got your minions?
Oh, no.
You want to say bye? Tell them bye. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we hope you don't have any nightmares. Bye, guys.